TEG, proud sponsors of TEG Cusack Park, serving aviation, biopharmaceuticals and medical industries across the globe. TEG has been to the fore in the fight against COVID-19 with our customers and partners. A local business employing local people. Visit teg.com/careers to learn more. Wishing all our GA patrons a safe passage through the championship.
Sevens Coaches, proud sponsor of Westmeath GA Hurling Championships. Clark's Bar, wishing all teams the very best today. MJ Stone Building and Developments, proud sponsor of Westmeath GA.
Cusack Park pitch is 145 metres long. Imagine 3 of these bridge beams would make up the length of the pitch. Now transport 30 of them from Raharney to Kildare. A challenge overcome by a great team with the support of a great community. My name is Pat Barrett, Project Manager, Shemarta Precast.
You're all very welcome to TEG Cusack Park here today for the Westmeath Senior A Camogie final, and it is sponsored by David Smyth Catering. Jason Keelan here alongside me is the Westmeath and Loughlin Gales legend Caoimhe McCrossam. We're going to bring you through the action here today in TEG Cusack Park in this cracking event that we know it will be. It has been for the last number of years between Raharney and Clonkill. We're going to bring you through our two teams in a couple of minutes, but first of all, just to welcome Caoimhe along. Caoimhe, it's great to have you here. You were involved the whole way through, as always, right up until the semi-finals. What can you tell us about what we can expect today?
Well, based off the last few years, it's going to be a really, really tough battle. I'm looking forward to it. Played both of them in the rounds earlier on in the year. Two very, very strong teams. We had Clonkill in the semi-final, and yeah, physical outfit, very, very good. And then Raharney, obviously 10 in a row, so they're going to be fired up for 11.
Yeah, it was a cracking game. The semi-final, I was at Loughlin Gales and Clonkill, where Caoimhe certainly played her part in that one. We're going to bring you through our two teams. First of all, there is a change on either side, just to note, and they're quite important changes, it has to be said. So we'll bring you through Raharney, first of all, who will line out today in the traditional blue and white that they always have, the Jarstown side. So starting off for them, in goals, Ivor Hain, number 1, Anna Weir. Full back line, Ivor Doe, Aoife O'Connor. Ivor 3, Saoirse McGee. Ivor Cahir, Caoimhe McGee does not start, and she is replaced by Ivor Fihane, number 21, who is Hannah Core. So quite an important change there, scoring wise for Raharney. Half back line, Ivor Cuig, Aisling Doyle's partnered by Ivor Shea, Laura Doherty, August Ivor Shocked, Katie Coleman. Lorna Porca then, Ivor Hook, number 8, captain of Ferna is Aoife O'Malley, August Ivor Knee, Emma Hines. Half forward line, Ivor Jet, Ellen Mulvaney is partnered by Ivor Hainjig, Amelia Shaw, August Ivor Doyeg, Ellen Shaw. And a full forward line, the high scoring full forward line, Ivor 3 Jake Roisin Connaughton, Ivor Carr Jake Caoimhe McAteer, August Ivor Cooey Jake Aaron Core. And then for Clonkill, the team who will line out in their traditional green and gold as well. They've one change to their lineup as well, but they start in goals with Ivor Hain, Ella Murta. Full back line, Anne-Marie O'Reilly. Ivor 3, Ellen Flanagan. August Ivor Carr, Becca Croach is replaced by number 26, Ivor Fayashale, Lucy Power. Half back line, Ivor Cuig, Alana Coogan. Co-captain of Fernet, Maeve Scally wears Ivor Shea, number 6, and Ros Daly wears Ivor Shock, number 7. Lorna Porca then, Caoimhe Coogan, Ivor Hook, number 8, and Aisling Egerton, Ivor Knee, number 9. Half forward line, Ivor Jet, number 10, Ciara Dolan, alongside co-captain Ellen of Fernet, Claire Gaffney, August Ivor Doyeg, Chloe Galligan. And a full forward line then of Ivor 3 Jake Becky Dunn, Ivor Carr Jake Niamh Keogh, August Ivor Cooey Jake Megan Dowdall. So the one change on either side today. They're quite interesting changes. Caoimhe, Lucy Power coming in for Clonkill. We haven't seen her all year, didn't expect to see her today, but she's made one of those miracle recoveries.
Yeah, I was actually talking to her at the end of the semi-final. She said she was hoping to get back. She broke her wrist in football, I think the last round. She's going to be a serious runner, like in the middle of the field. I don't think she'll stay in corner, but she could have a man marking job on perhaps Erin Core, or I can imagine Hannah Core isn't going to stay a cornerback. So I'd say she might be called in for that job. And
there's a high scoring talent, we have to say, on the Raharney team. Top 3 scorers in the county are all lining out for Raharney. Roisin Connaughton with 627 to her name this season already, 15 frees for the young star. Full forward Caoimhe McAteer is 5-5, all from play. And then Amelia Shaw at number 11 with 217, 9 frees. Raharney are littered with scores, having scored 15-62 so far in their games, with big wins over Bridget's, Drumrainey, Loughlin Gales, we won't talk about that one, Caoimhe. And then a massive win over Castlepoller before eventually overcoming a very, very tricky game, it has to be said, against Castletown Gagan in the semi-final, where if it wasn't for a couple of wayward shots from Castletown, it might have been a different story here today. But as it is Raharney who are heading for, or looking for, I should say, number 11 in a row in the final Matrix Cup, as well as we will be changing grades next year to a senior intermediate and a junior grade, which will make things very interesting. We have our 2 teams lining out now for the parade, which will include plenty of our young mascots as well, and children of the 2 teams as well as they go around. And then we will have our hour on Avian as well, just before we get going here in Cusack Park. But scoring wise for Clonkill as well, it's worth mentioning that their top scorer, Ella Murtha, is in goals today, because Ellen Tate, who was sent off in that game, Caoimhe that you were involved in, is obviously suspended, so Ella now goes in goals. So what did you make of the red card in the semi-final?
Look, I won't speak on it much. I know Ellen, it was a red card. Was it the worst thing I've ever seen? No. But it was what it was, and I'm sure Ellen knows the repercussions and stuff like that, obviously. So, but then Ella Murtha, we played against Clonkill in the league final, and she was out the field. I think she was top scorer in that game, so she's obviously a very diverse player. So, and she did well when she came on against us in the semi-finals. So
she did. She had a tricky baptism, I suppose, to be thrown into goals at the deep end when Ellen was sent off in that semi-final. That semi-final as well, Clonkill won that one 111 to 9 points, and really it was nip and tuck the whole way through, and it was only a few scores from Megan really near the end of the game which turned the game on its head, because to be fair to Loughlin Gales, they were very much involved in that one. So we're going to pause for a minute for Our On a VM, which is kind of doing a new song for us today by Sarah Cawley from Cullion. So we've Our On a VM. This one, our Ray Jornew is Jim Bob Baker from Cullion. He'll be assisted on the line by Kevin Rehill from St. Munez and Jimmy Greville from Castle Pollard, and we have our umpires behind the goals. Paddy Maloney been one of them, his distinctive red runners, hard to miss from up here as well. So it's going to be a cracking game, no doubt. Clonkill in their huddle, Raharney in their huddle. We're in for hopefully a treat of Camogie here today. It's been a fine season up to date, and as I said, it will be the last of the Matrix Cups, which has been going on for quite a long time, and Raharney looking for 11 in a row. St. Munez did 13 in a row back from 88 to 2000. I've been reliably informed several times over the past couple of weeks, so the record for Matrix Cups might not be broken, but certainly if Raharney were to win this one, they'd be looking to continue on. They have a very, very youthful panel as well, a panel of 40, which includes Fiona Levy, who is due her baby next month, as far as I remember.
Huge numbers. Yeah, they always have had. They had a second team this year as well.
And Clonkill, of course, have a large panel as well. Perhaps the bench, Caoimhe, might be something to look at. You would have to believe that Raharney would be slightly stronger.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think there's so much bite in a team that's lost so many county finals in a row. Like, I won't knock them. I don't think it's going to be a game of subs. I think it's going to be a pure dogfight for 60 minutes. But like, maybe a team with so much experience and having such a large panel will be able to bring it a little bit more. But you never know. You never know.
And we have Ryan Jones, who is Westmeath executive, is down there as well, just pointing out the sideline rules to the two teams. We've had some additional numbers, it has to be said, over the years on the
So
sidelines. So Ryan
Laura
going to play.
Doherty's gone straight in on Megan Dowden in corner.
Yeah, we haven't really mentioned Megan too much in the preview of this in the past couple of minutes, but she is going to be central to this. So Laura's
Aisling Egerton's moved in there. She's man marking number 14.
Aisling has gone in as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got two interesting ones. With the ball is thrown in here, and it's Megan who
Straight
is
into
first
Megan.
onto it. Megan over in the corner has a look up at the target. She has advantage, first shot at the 2025 final, and that one has gone wide, but I think Jim Bob is going to give her the advantage. So already we're seeing the battle is going to emerge here between Megan and Laura, and down the far end I'm sure that other battle will emerge. There'll be plenty of them, I have to say, throughout this one, but Megan is going to have a chance, or second chance at this one, from a free just outside the arc here in Cusack Park. The pitch looking absolutely fantastic, and it has done for the last few weeks. And we will have plenty more games to come on at men's football after this as well, intermediate and senior. But today and tomorrow, of course tomorrow as well, we'll be back in Cusack Park for the Junior A final as well, as we wait for Megan to take this one between Brownstown and Cullion.
And then also Hannah Core has gone straight into full forward there as well, so she's not lined out as cornerback. But I doubt you.
Wouldn't have
Doubt
affected
you,
Hannah,
yeah.
to be fair, yeah. And that one is the first, well, it is the first official wide of this one, so it's a free for Megan, and that one has just gone to the right and wide. There was two chances for Megan, won them wide, and she had the advantage, but she's missed from this one. Anna Weir, who's a fine puck out on her as well, drives it into the middle looking forward, and it's Amelia Shaw who went up for that one. It's taken in by Megan, or by Maeve Scully I should say, in there. And Raharney now looking for advantage. There's a couple of loose hurls in there, but it is going to be physical as I suggested. There's the first broken hurl today. Emma Hines it is who has to go looking for a replacement of Maeve Scully back there, who's been a phenomenal sweeper over the years. Lobs it into the forward line, just looking for a movement. Lucy Powers moved into the forward line as expected as well. It's back here to Claire Gaffney, who I suppose haven't really mentioned the fact that her football club, and along with the Cougans as well, are also playing the exact same time here in the Leinster first round game against Raharney. But the girls have stuck with the Camogie, and it's a ball off here to Cueva Coogan. Cueva now on the 45 has a look at the target, but I think that one's going to go to the right and wide as well. Wides, they can't really afford too many of them, Cueva.
No, but it's such a dead day. There's no breeze out there at all. I just get the nerves out of the way, I'd say. But brilliant support play there by Cueva Coogan. She ran straight off the shoulder, and I think if they keep running at Raharney constantly, they can't knock out scores.
So it's Raharney who managed to turn that one over, and it's Emma Hines who's found a replacement early on, well taken in there by Ellen, who drives it forward. And back there you've got Ros Daly and Alana Coogan doing the sweeping work over there, but it's Anne-Marie O'Reilly who's in there, and Ros manages to take it up. Ros is player of the match back in the league final a few months ago as well. Fantastic hurler, fully determined. It's Amelia back here now as far as Ellen, a young star of the team, has scored plenty. I think she got 5 points already in the last couple of games, and here's Hannah Core, and Hannah's on the march, and she has her advantage, and she's going to get her free. And Hannah's flown back from Canada for this one, and she's already making an impact on this one.
Great support play there by Raharney. They passed around 3 or 4 times before they gave the ball into the corner, and Hannah deservedly got her free. And
this will be taken by Roisin Connaughton, of course, daughter of Porrick, who's around there somewhere on the sideline. Former Westmeath manager, was up until a few weeks ago, until Barry O'Mara has taken over the position. But it's a free for Roisin. 6:27 to her name. Can she make it 6:28? She looks fairly confident with that one, and indeed she should. So the first score today goes to Raharney. Just over 3 minutes or so gone in this one, and it's Roisin Connaughton who cements her position, I would say, up at the top of the scoring charts in Westmeath this year, as Ella Murta gets her first puck out. They could do with her out the field for scoring, but she is in the goals today, and it's Lucy up against Emma Hines there in the middle, and Lucy obviously wearing that splint that I think she's borrowed from Katie Heffernan, I've been told. So and a ball inside. There's a couple of free Clonkill players there, but Roz just can't quite hold on to it, and it's taken in by Laura Doherty, who drives it long down the pitch. It's a 50-50 ball here around halfway, and it's well taken in by Ella Mulvaney. I have to say, a player who stood out hugely for me this year, a young, talented Camogie player, but she has certainly stood up to the challenge. It's a big move for Raharney this year, Cueva, to bring so many young stars through and have them perform so well.
Yeah, I actually know Ellen. I play football with her with Clonkill, so I know a lot of the younger girls from the Raharney team. But yeah, it's great to bring in. They kind of got experience and a mix of youth, which is a good mix.
Raharney now managed to take the ball inside here. Inside the forward line, there's a chance here for Gray, blocked down in the end, but it's come back out again. A bit of a charge there, possibly. Jim Bob might look at that as a free out. He's instead to play on. As Cueva McAteer decided to try and bulldoze her way through. The ball is in a ruck down there, the first ruck of the day that we've seen. Jim Bob tends to let the ball try and come out with this, and indeed he has, and it is Clonkill who come away with it, and it's Ciara Dolan, another young rising star. Raharney might turn it over, and that will be a foul. There's a trip there. I think just more of a tangle than anything else, but it's certainly going to be a free in, a chance for Raharney to double the lead as Hans Mulvaney and Stephen Quinn and the gang in front of us here for Raharney. The size of the bench is absolutely visible here. There's enough to probably fill 3 or 4 Camogie teams, or so many of them down in front, but it's great to see, because especially with clubs who are looking for numbers, it's great to see clubs with so many numbers on the benches. Roisin now has a look for her second off the left hand side. Paddy Maloney raised the flag down the far end, and it is a second score for Raharney, and the 2 wides for Clonkill already maybe slightly coming back to bite them a little bit, but 2 points on the board for Raharney, and Roisin off to a flyer already. Ball forward here now as far as Chloe Gallagher. She's got 3 points to her name, as I said earlier. That's Shirley Steps there, and referee spots that one well. And there'll be a chance here now for a free. Good pressure, Cueva, from Clonkill early on.
Yeah, they're boxing them in very, very tight. Like, it could be debated on the other end. It might have been a bit of a barge going through. I'd say Megan would probably fancy this.
It's a fair distance out. It's on just inside the 65. But Megan certainly has the distance.
She definitely does, yeah.
She showed it even at the 60th minute the last day of that
would
semi-final.
settle for Clonkill now if they could just get one score on the board, because they had the first 2 attacks.
So Megan now about 63, 64 metres out. Certainly distance not an issue for her. Strikes it, is going to go well over the bar if it does, and it's over the black spot. A brilliant score from Megan Dowdall, and exactly what was needed for Clonkill. And that free coming from 64, as we said, 65 nearly yards out the field. It was a fantastic score, straight over the black spot, and Clonkill probably deserving of that one, Cueva.
Yeah, definitely. Here's a Cueva Coogan going up for that one, nearly.
Clonkill managed to take in possession here.
Yeah.
And back there
Great
as far as
play.
Alana. Ball driven in by Lucy. She will be looking for Megan, but of course the pace here of Laura Doherty is going to be something to look out for as well. Megan managed to lose Laura, who just lost her footing. What's Megan going to have to do now? She tries to go back inside. Look at her, great block downs, 2 or 3 blue jerseys around her. She's probably going to be used to that for the day, as she has been all season and probably for the last number of years. Of course, Megan missed a lot of the season, having joined the Air Force as well. Of course, she was in her training, and Raharney do really well. They're great defending by the blue jerseys, and the Georgetown side can clear their line here. So a great bit of defending by Raharney to just hold off in the attack. 2 points to 1 here, 7 and a bit minutes gone on the clock. The first few minutes have flown by. It was attack. We've had 2 wides for Clonkill, 2 scores for Raharney, and Megan's free, just getting them on the board here. I have to give a shout as well to Eleanor Carney, the Clonkill honorary president as well, who's at home watching this one. She would love to be here, of course, fighting her own battle as well at home, but coming out on the right side of it. So best wishes to Eleanor as well. As Clonkill now, her team go on the attack. It's Ciara Dolan who drives it forward, and it is taken in by Megan. This battle against Laura is already opened up, and it's going to drop short here as far as Anna Weir, and Anna is going to drive it out to the sideline. It's perhaps a little bit wayward, not her finest clearance, and Chloe Gallagher is going to take it up. A loose hurl in there from Erin Core, but Jim Bob says play away, and it's going to be taken out now by the Blues, but thrown over the sideline, and Kevin Rehill puts the flag up to say that it is a Clonkill ball. Good pressure again there coming from Clonkill.
Yeah, Erin Core is everywhere. That's 3 dispossessions she's after getting inside her own 21.
I was commentating on the Senior B ladies football final, and it was a bit like that for the first half for Kalukum, where Erin was absolutely everywhere, taking on Ava Balfe.
Yeah.
And she was, I think she was slightly injured at half time, had to come off. Balls over here now as far as Megan.
Super.
It's going to be the battle of the day, and that's some pick up by Megan. She has a look at the target. Can she level it up here for Clonkill? Looks like it's going to drift just to the right and wide. It's a 3rd wide, and they can't, as you said already, they can't afford too many of these.
They are finding though the space in front of Megan a lot. She's kind of drifting in and around the outside of that larger arc.
And that ball over the far sideline. First bit of work for linesman Jimmy Gravel to do over the far side, the Castle Pollard man. And he's given the line ball to Raharney. Of course, the Gravel name synonymous. Is chatting with Pamela on the ERV TV podcast on Monday night as well. Plenty of good things to say about this Clonkill side, or the Raharney side as well. And Clonkill have plenty of numbers to see down here in the bench. There's a combined total of 78 on the 2 panels. If you're looking for numbers, you could make plenty of teams out of that. A fine sideline cut they're taking, but it is Alana Coogan who's back there to do her defensive duties, drives it forward. But again, plenty blue jerseys, but Lucy Power manages to hold on to possession here, just takes it off and manages to skin Laura Doherty. Not easily done. Lucy going through here, has support on the inside. She has a look for Niamh Keogh, has a look for Niamh's her chance here for a goal for Clonkill. Niamh has a look at the target, takes a sensible option, and a fine score there from Clonkill, scored by Niamh Keogh, her first of the day. 1-4 in the season brings her up now to 1-5. And probably a fair scoreline, Cueva, I would say.
Yeah, no, it's a really good battle so far. Both teams are finding space. Clonkill, the last few scores there. Raharney yet to get one from play, so I think they need to start. But Clonkill are playing with a sweeper right across the 45. just breaking down the play an awful lot there. She is now.
Yeah, and Maeve Scally as well, one of those ones who tends to do a lot of the sweeping work. And her Cora back there, as she does for football and for Camogie. Now there's a lot of players going up for that ball, and there was a good bit of movement behind. But Clonkill managed just to get that one out here. And there's the physicality coming in again, but Jim Bob decides that there's a little bit too much there coming in that time from Caoimhe Coogan. As I mentioned already, the two Coogans, Alana Caoimhe and Claire Gaffney, Ellen Flanagan, are the ones who probably, I suppose, had the option as well to also play in Leinster football, which is thrown in at the exact same time out the road here, where Milltown Pass, their club, are taking on Raharney from Dublin. But the girls have stuck with the Camogie, and it's great to have them here today, and it's certainly helping in the battle as Roisin lines up her third free of the day, and it's straight over the black spot. Wouldn't expect any different from her given her season this year, and Roisin now makes it 3 points, 2-2 in favour of Raharney. And as Caoimhe has mentioned already, it's 3 frees coming in for Raharney. They've had nothing from play so far, whereas one of Clonkill's has come from play. So 50-50 battle up there, and it's Claire Gaffney goes in for that one up against Ellen Shaw. And it's Claire who gives away the free, the co-captain Clonkill, and Ellen gets the advantage this time. But a feisty, hard-hitting game so far, probably as we expected.
Yeah. Amelia Shaw is taking this one from distance.
So this is another chance now for Raharney, just after Roisin knocked over the last one. This time it's a little bit further out, so it's Amelia who tends to take the longer distance one, and that one is going to drop slightly short, it looks like, and it's dropped straight into the hands, well taken by Ellen. And Ellen, who would normally be as well the full-back for Milltown Pass in the football. Good tracking back there by Roisin. She's not just a scorer, she's doing her high pressing work as well, but Raharney managed to get it out, and Ellen now looks up, and again it's more high pressure coming in from Raharney, and it's Hannah Core this time who puts in the hurl in, and we've managed to end up in a ruck here. We haven't had too many of them so far, and Jim Bob decides this time that it is going to be a throw ball in around the 45, and Maeve Scally is first in to it, and Clonkill managed to take it out. A couple of loose hurls going in so far. Referee is letting things go, which is probably going to help the game in the long run. Of course, you'll be well used to the ladies football as well, Caoimhe, where it can be very stop start. This is a little bit different, I suppose.
Oh look, I'm not going to say the rest is tough, but the physicality is good, and it's great to see. Just it does let the game flow a little bit. But yeah, Clonkill are hitting harder, but Jim Bob's not letting it go, so they might need to look at that. I just think they're so up for it. It's a bit too tenacious, maybe.
Yeah,
if you can say that.
There's been a few hurls flying in, as we said. We had one broken already in the first couple of seconds for Emma Hines, and we've had plenty of hurls going in since then. But Amelia now is slightly closer range free this time. She was just short on the last one, which is further out, so expect her to have the distance, and she has. Whether she has the accuracy, no, she hasn't. It goes to the left and wide. The first wide for Raharney in the game, with Roisin's 3 frees. Haven't got them into the lead, so still 3 points to 2. 12.5 minutes gone. It's certainly flown by here. It's been pretty high tempo, non-stop stuff, barred a couple of rucks and a couple of frees as the ball is poked out. Brilliant take there. Ellen Shaw, phenomenal catch, drives it into the corner here, looking for the run over Roisin, but
excellent defending there as well, straight on the bounce.
Brilliant bit of defending from both sides. First we've really seen of Aoife in the middle here. Aoife O'Malley drives it in there.
Well done.
Of course, Westmeath, one of the many Westmeath teammates of Caoimhe as well.
Yeah,
around the middle here.
Partner.
Midfield dynamo, I suppose they'll call her. Yeah, she's more energy than more energy than most players, and she drives it in. There's no real ruck there. I think players just having a bit of a tricky time picking it up, but it's taken out Ashing Egerton. She manages to get hold of it. The referee says play away. Nothing in that one. Surely pushing the back there, and Claire Gaffney. Referee says no, play away, and it's Aoife who takes it in. Aoife O'Malley now up against, looked like she fell into that one, I think. And the referee's given the advantage and is going to give the free in here to Raharney. Maybe Aoife lost the footing there, Caoimhe possibly.
It's slightly, yeah, like I think Clonkill need to look at how they're getting the ball out of their defence. I think they need to either try and skip over that midfield section, because that's where Raharney are keeping their spare players. They're struggling just to get it out, and then when the ball's breaking down, Clonkill are fouling. Yeah, that's been the story the past couple of minutes when Raharney have kind of got into it. And Roisin now having a look at the target here, looking for her third score of the day, and Raharney's fourth. Indeed, she gets it. So 3 frees for Roisin Connaughton, bringing her up to 6:30 for the season, and 3 for the day, and 4 for Raharney now. And 3 of those coming from playing the foul. There was on Aoife O'Malley around the 45. Claire Gaffney running onto this break. No, it's Roz. A chance now for from her. Give it. Clonkill now. Roz driving forward, having a look naturally enough for 2 inside forwards, Niamh Keogh and for Megan, and it's Niamh who takes it. Does really well with the pick up there. Needs a fair distance out. Has a look at the target. She likes to strike, but it's going to be a little bit short. And Anna's dropped it. Spill in the square here. Is there a chance for someone? Anna tries to lie in the ball. Raharney just managed to clear it out a little bit, but the ball's still in there for Lucy Power. Can she manage to get the shot on goal?
surely taken down.
Advantage there.
That has to be a penalty. It is. It's going to be a penalty for Clonkill right on the quarter hour mark here. The shot came in from the number 14 for Clonkill, the full forward Niamh Keogh. It was spilled by Anna Weir in the goals, and Lucy managed.
Power followed up straight away.
No surprise there, of course.
Pressure on straight away.
So Lucy followed up on that one, and she was fouled, and Jim Bob has awarded the penalty. So a big moment here for Clonkill. They've had 3 wides already. They really need now to knock this one into the back of the net, or at worst over the bar, and it's Megan who is going to take it here. A huge moment in this game, in the outcome of the Matrix Cup maybe for 2025, as Megan now lines up the penalty here. She's got to beat Anna Weir, drives it low, and it's a phenomenal save from Anna Weir. Megan went low. What a save from the Raharney goalkeeper. She's made up for her spill, and that's a big moment, Caoimhe.
Huge moment, and you know what, it actually wasn't a bad penalty. It was just about to bounce in the Astro, but Anna was straight down with the hurl. Anna's a brilliant shot stopper. She's the county goalie. So, a little bit now.
Yeah, that's a big moment, I think, in the game.
Moment, yeah.
Those penalty shouts aren't going to go your way all the time.
But look, still, if Megan pops this over, it's still a 1-point game.
So Megan
and
now with a
the
chance.
pressure was on there. It easily could have been a goal. Do you know what I mean? If there was a foot, like, kicked it in or whatever. So the ball can break in there.
So Anna with the penalty save, a huge moment in this one. And Clonkill now looking for Megan to knock this one over, just to bring them back into it, and indeed she does. Absolutely no problem to her. And Clonkill up to 3 points now, and 4 points for Raharney, 3 points to Clonkill. It could have been a goal in the scoreboard. We've got a good crowd here as well, I should mention, down both ends, and indeed over the far side in the terrace, where a chunk of the Raharney lads and the Clonkill lads from the hurling sides are there as well. That was a bit of a high tackle there. Referee says play away, good to let it go. Nobody really calling for any frees there, which is great. They're happy just to play for it. They know this is a big one. Yeah, this is where Clonkill are losing the 50-50 battles big time. They're just not getting it out of the midfield. And again, it's Raharney who take it in. It's Aoife O'Malley manages to come out. Great turnover. Brilliant from Caoimhe Coogan. Lucy Power now has a look up.
Great ball.
Trying to find Niamh Keogh this time. Niamh in a 50-50 foot race here. And it's going to be an interesting one. Saoirse McGee and Aoife O'Connor, and it's Aoife O'Connor who is there and commits the foul. And as Caoimhe has mentioned already, you can see what happens when Clonkill do get into the forward line. It's just getting by that midfield.
When they get over that midfield section, the space is in there. Caoimhe Coogan, excellent dispossession there on Aoife O'Malley, who was probably gone.
Yeah. Once Aoife sees a bit of ground ahead of her, she's gone, and she had about 65 yards returned into there, but she was pipped just at the last second by Caoimhe Coogan. A brilliant flick, but this is for Megan to level it up here at 4 points apiece. Last year's final between the two came down to a 1 point score, and Megan now has this to level it up. I think it's going to curl just wide of the post at the last second. It's a fourth wide for Clonkill, and on another day those go over without the pressure maybe of a final, and it's a different scoreline. But as it is, 4 points to 3 for Clonkill. First quarter already gone beyond us, and it's been a lively high tempo game with plenty of bite.
Yeah, the Raharney crowd are getting into it now, you can hear them.
I think the Raharney crowd just sensing maybe that it's not going exactly maybe as they had planned, even though they are in the lead. Brilliant pick up again there by Caoimhe Coogan. She's been fantastic so far, just manages to keep the ball inside the sideline, but Erin Cora is there, as she is everywhere. There's not a position on the pitch that she doesn't take up at some point. Great turnover, brilliant. Chloe now lays it off. Now here goes Lucy. This is what she can bring. That's a high hurl by the Raharney player there. Referee says nothing in it, and in fact the free has gone against, I think, Lucy there.
I think that's very well. Look, it's a bad call, but Aisling Doyle definitely came across there.
And that probably could have been a free in to Clonkill, but I suppose Jim Bob slightly blindsided by the fact that he was blocked out by a few Raharney players as well. So Raharney will be happy to clear their lines here after that, and it's Saoirse McGee, full back for Raharney, who is going to drive this one along into the mix, and she'll just be looking to get some of their Raharney forwards into the ball. It's going to drop well inside the 65 here. Maeve Scally is up there, as she is all the time, will contest for absolutely everything back there. It's Amelia with the pick up. Great flick by Amelia, drives it into space. Now there's a couple of Clonkill sweepers back there, as they do for their own defensive work. One of them is Alana Coogan, but Amelia takes it up again. Another strong hit in there. Ellen Flanagan and Amelia just getting acquainted with each other back there. Hannah Cora going in for it. Maeve Scally though drives it, and it's an absolutely monster clearance from her. Looking for Megan now. Here goes Megan, picks it up. Look like she's going to flick it on the hurl. Decides not to, tries to curl it, and it's another wide. It's a fifth wide for Clonkill, and these scores really are, I have to say, they are going to prove crucial at some stage in this game.
Yeah, definitely. But they're finding, like, Laura is with Megan every step of the way, but it's just, if Clonkill can keep getting those into that space, the scores will come.
And here goes Erin Core now, and Erin just saw a little bit of inroad ahead of her, decides to try and burst through it, goes past a couple of tackles, she's on the arc, and she's well hooked down there. Erin has another go again, that ball's going to drop short, and there's a couple of players going in forward. Out comes Ella Murta, the goalkeeper, and Ella does really well to clear her lines, finds Ellen Flanagan now, and the referee says a free out going to be given for Clonkill, and that raises good cheer from the supporters from the Lochagar area who've come in for this one. But certainly when Clonkill are a little bit exposed, I suppose, between the 45 and 65, the likes of Erin Core are going to take advantage, as she did there, and it was a great hook in the end.
And Claire Gaffney stayed with her the whole way. It was a great tracking back, but yeah, the running is there on the Raharney side, but the two wing forwards from Clonkill, Ciara Dole and Chloe Galligan, have legs. They just need to get onto the ball and run at them.
Plenty of youth, of course, in there as
and
well.
Here's Chloe Galligan here now getting over
Chloe
the ball.
now fighting some other slightly kind of ruck ball inside the Raharney half. First one we've had down this side of the field, really, and it's well taken in. It's taken out this time by Katie Coleman, and Katie drives it long. First you've really seen of her involvement in it. Roz now picks it up. Roz Daly. Roz drives it down the line looking for Chloe Galligan, but that ball's gone over the sideline. You can see plenty of off the ball tussles happening as well. Emma Hines and Chloe Galligan just getting to know each other, I suppose, off the ball here in front of us. We've had plenty of that through the semi-finals as well, and through the season. I suppose it's been a tough competitive season right through, and Saoirse McGee now is the one who's going to take this sideline for Raharney. 21 minutes just over gone in this one, still 4 points to 3 to Raharney. People might have been expecting high score, and we expected this kind of tense, tough physical battle that's come in here, and Erin drives it long. But again, back there is Alana Coogan, who's just been everywhere. It's a case of driving it to the sweepers at the moment by the looks of it.
Yeah,
it's going to take a bit of a turnover and a bit of a change of momentum maybe.
Well
and
great
Lucy
play
does
by
really
Lucy
well,
Power
finds
there,
Claire now.
Great
Claire
ball by
tries it
Claire.
across now, looking for Niamh Keogh. Niamh has Sifa O'Connor on her shoulder, and Aoife does really well just to hold her up. It's fine defending there from the Raharney cornerback.
Poor play coming from Roz there up the wing.
It's Aoife in again. Once again she's been superb so far in this game, and allows Katie Coleman to drive it long, and Raharney turn the potential, have a defensive moment into an attacking one. But again, great turnover. The sweepers are just everywhere at the moment. Driven in by Cueva now, 2-on-1 here. Will Megan be able to get to that one before it drifts out over the end line and wide? No, she can't, and it's a 6th wide for Clonkill in this half, and the wides are mounting up. They've had twice as many wides as they've had scores, and that will worry the likes of David O'Reilly and Allo and Pat and those down there in the sideline. And they will be expecting more from their forwards. They can deal with some amount of nerves, but 6 wides in 22 minutes probably not ideal for them. Ball poked out by Anna Weir as far as the 45 battle going on between Amelia and Maeve out there, and drilled forward. Here goes Aoife O'Malley, has a little bit of space, decides to drill in long to the forwards here, looking for Hannah, and Hannah spins her marker for the first time really in this one. Ellen Flanagan caught out, but Ellen does brilliantly to get back there and just nip it off the hurl of the nifty corner forward that is Hannah Core. And back there a little bit of extra support coming in from Ciara Dolan. Not a great clearance, but a little bit of hot potato when played out there. And Amelia and Ellen just getting in. Jim Bob has to hand out again and going to give advantage here, and I think Raharney are going to get a free in. But it has been a case of sweeper to sweeper really, Cueva at the moment.
Sweeper to sweeper, but when they're finding space, both teams, like Raharney, when they're getting that look up, like Aoife O'Malley, their switch plays straight into the far corner, and then Lucy Power letting it off to Claire Gaffney, finding space in front of Niamh Keogh. So there is space out there. Both teams need to find it, but at the minute Raharney are just clocking up the scores, and Clonkill need to start finding the black spot.
So 24 minutes on the clock. Amelia now has a chance to put Raharney 2 points in front. If she'd like to look at that one, and indeed the umpires the umpires originally said that one was over. They've said it's a wide, and that would be Raharney's 2nd wide of the game. Still 4 points to 3 then, 24 minutes on the clock. And standouts performer so far, certainly have to say Aoife O'Connor for Raharney, a cornerback, has been superb, having a tough old battle out there against a couple of different players, but certainly against Niamh Keogh doing quite well. Driven in now into the corner low by Cueva Coogan here. You can see that pace that Laura Doherty has, just absolutely unbelievable. But Megan manages somehow to come out with that one, has Erin for company. Erin throws the hurl across for free, says play away.
There now again on the hand.
Somehow Megan manages to come out with the ball, has a look at the target, has a look, one quick look off the left, and it's over the bar, and we are level pegging here. A fantastic score from Megan.
Great work by Cueva Coogan in the midfield. She looked up, saw the space. Megan tapped it around 3 players, took them on, and did very, very well to follow up again once it broke. So great leadership score there.
Somehow Megan managed to regather that one, but she did, and she knocked it off the left. Didn't really even need to look at the target, and we're 4 points apiece. And fine play again. Maeve Scally is just absolutely everywhere for the puck outs. and she really covers a huge amount of ground. They're happy to play that sweeper position, and she is absolutely flying at the moment. So 4 points apiece here as we tick towards the final 5 minutes of the half.
Megan Dowdle already put one over.
Megan has
from
already
here,
put one over as well, so it'll be an interesting one out to see. She's already, I suppose, needs a bit of a drink and a bit of energy back in her legs as well. She's done a huge amount of running, but 25,
to go ahead.
26 minutes on the clock here, and still 4 points apiece. Megan now almost deja vu from where she took one a few minutes ago, just inside the 65-yard line. Has a look at the target here. She'll strike off the left. She would fancy her chances here. She can just take into account the power. It's going to drop short here. This one, it's batted out. It's batted out though, and it's going to be a 50-50 battle almost. Claire Gaffney foul. Referee says no, and Raharney do really well. And Katie Coleman now drives it out only as far as Chloe Gallagher. Can Chloe pick it up? Megan is screaming for the ball over the far side. Chloe has a look up.
Pace here, Chloe, if she can get this
brilliant
strike
from Chloe.
off.
Oh, it's a good couple of tackles, I have to say, coming in from the Raharney defenders here, as Laura Doherty is up, well, held up really well by Niamh Keown. It's turned over here, and that's a fine strike if it goes, but no, Becca Dunn just hits down the ball. In fact, it's still in play. Everyone was kind of waiting for a puck out to come there, but Anna Weir does really well, and Aoife O'Malley is there to take possession. Aoife has Emma Hines up ahead of her, decides to drive it long, but Emma does really well. Or in fact, it's Ellen Mulvaney who takes it in. Ellen drives it into the full forward line here as far as Caoimhe McAteer, but it's taken up. Caoimhe decides to leave it and try and move in. That ball going over the top, 50-50 again. Hannah Core is in there up against Ellen Flanagan, but brilliantly done there from Ciara Dolan, who's been fantastic to come back there.
I have to say, Ciara Dolan has been everywhere as well. She's kind of doing what Erin Core is doing for Raharney.
Brilliant bit of defending back there from Ciara Dolan, and just coming up to the 27 minute here. So it was the number 10 for Clonkill, Ciara Dolan, and the fullback Helen Flanagan up against Hannah Core, and that's always going to be an interesting battle. Hannah looking for the ball to go over the heads of everyone and try and get in for that goal. Hannah already has 4-1 to her name this year as well. Originally named to start on the bench, but she's back from Canada for this one, and Raharney going to have a free here, and they will fancy their chances now to go 5-4 ahead coming up to the 27th minute, about 3 minutes or so to the half-time break, and we will see if Roisin can knock this one over. She's already knocked over 3. You wouldn't bet against her knocking over this one for 4, but it's certainly been a physical contest, as Caoimhe alluded to before the game started. Roisin doesn't waste any time with her routine, and that one goes inside the near post. A lovely score there from the Raharney number 13, and they lead by 5 points to 4.
I think if Clonkill could just take that one extra person out of those tackles, those frees wouldn't be going Raharney's way. There's that just extra person coming in on top is just
committing too many.
It's committing too many, and Jim Bob is just calling it.
And here goes Becky Dunn now for Clonkill. Brilliant bit of hooking there from, I think it's Katie Coleman who got back. Katie does brilliantly to get the hurl in there in that one.
Give it
but
out.
Clonkill have turned it back, and fair play to Becky. She did really well there, back out as far as Claire Gaffney. Claire drives it in. Is that going to go harmlessly to the left and wide? 7th wide for Clonkill. If you're joining us later near VTV, it's still 5 points to 4 to Raharney, but Clonkill have had 7 wides to Raharney's 2. And we've also had the missed penalty as well, which the game has gone so fast and we've forgotten about that one, but Megan did have a penalty save by Anna Weir.
Brilliant save. Like, I actually don't think there's anything wrong with the penalty.
Absolutely brilliant from Anna Weir.
Yeah.
She has that knack as well of standing just 1 yard ever so slightly to one side just to make you think about it.
By Megan again.
Brilliant from Megan. She has support on the inside. Has a look up. She hasn't been given the advantage, but it's their chance here. Great hook down. It was Chloe Gallagher, but Raharney again. We've got numbers back there. Laura Doherty just overplaying it in her own 45, and Megan takes possession. There's a look at the target. Doesn't strike it well. There's a couple of players following in though. If the keeper can't find, Anna Weir has got it. She's going to be turned over here. The ball is loose inside the square. Chloe Gallagher in there as well. Katie Coleman does really well to get in there. And Raharney managed to clear her long. Ellen Shaw needed back there, the half forward needed to do a bit of the clean-up work back there. Ellen Mulvaney now out in the middle of the field. The ball just seems to be in play forever the last little while, and driven in again into space, but it looks like Aoife O'Malley, I think, is the one who's taken that one in. And Aoife now doing her defensive duties, driving it along. Raharney have had to do plenty of it. When the forwards get going, this is where they can be dangerous, and Hannah tries to pick that one up. But again, back there, Ellen Flanagan, I think again, is it or is it Caoimhe? It's Alana Coogan, that one, Alana did really well there. And this defensive battle we're seeing at both ends. I think Megan and a couple of the Clonkill girls be a little bit disappointed with some of their striking.
But John, I think it's because they're so gassed. They're working so hard. Chloe Gallagher, but then again, excellent pressure by Raharney. They're not getting that second to tee it up.
So just coming up to the 30-minute mark. and 2 minutes indicated here by Kevin Rehal down the sideline, the fourth official, and that's going to be a free in there for Clonkill. I think the right call there.
Yeah, Clonkill, Megan definitely needs to sit this over just before half time, calm them, and because they're in the game. If you take away the wides, and like they're not, maybe bar 2, they were quite close, like they weren't wayward.
And the Raharney crowd here, I think, disappointed, looking for a referee to bring the free back closer to the sideline, but he's happy enough with where Megan has it. To be fair, distance isn't going to be an issue for her anyway, so Megan off the left hand side as we enter into stoppage time, and she calmly taps that one and taps it over the bar. Lovely score in the first minute of stoppage time here in TEG Cusack Park, and it's the ever reliable Clonkill number 15 with a free to bring us up to 5 points apiece. And the clock now just ticking towards the last 90 seconds or so as Anna Weir going to drive this puck out long, as she tends to do a massive puck out from the Raharney shot stopper, and the county keeper Maeve Sky did really well to read that one, and Chloe Galligan takes it in. Chloe is looking across, it's a little bit overhit for Claire Gaffney, but Ros does well, but it can only just battle on the ground, and Emma Hines is the one who takes it in, one of the rising stars of Raharney. And Cueva Coogan has an advantage here, and Lucy Power takes it up. Lucy probably wanted to go on a bit of a run herself, as she does for the Downs as well in the football, as we've seen plenty of times. But Maeve is happy enough, I think, to take this one, looking for a little bit of movement, I think, from her forwards. It's Claire Gaffney over the far side, which she decides to look for. In the end decides to lob it into the mix and see what comes out of it. Megan up there again against Laura. Megan just looking for half a yard of space, that's all she needs. She doesn't need any more, and just to lay it off as far as Lucy has support outside. First kind of real move we've been able to see from Clonkill. That ball is driven in. I think it's going to go, it's not even going to go wide for Chloe Galligan, and Anna has to take it in.
Great pressure
Anna
there
forced,
to get them out over the
great
line.
bit of pressure. Niamh Keogh, the one who put in the tackle there on the Raharney shot stopper, and has put her under a little bit of pressure here, and it'll be a Clonkill ball. Yeah, it has to be a Clonkill ball. Yeah, Raharney calling for it, but it's definitely going to be a Clonkill ball. As you see for Doherty out here warming up for Raharney. Don't think she'll be coming on before half time. With about 5 seconds, I say this will be the last play. Megan looking for anyone moving in there. It's a great sideline cut, and the ball has fallen loose. Is there something in it, maybe for Lucy, maybe for Cueva?
Excellent pick up by Lucy there. She's under pressure as well.
Lucy, no fouls to the referee, and Raharney have managed to turn it over. I said Jim Bob will call it. Yeah, and that's it. Half time here in TEG Cusack Park, in front of a fairly large crowd, it has to be said, and a fantastic first half it has been. 32.5 minutes of it, and a penalty save from Anna Weir, probably one of the talking points of the half. But at half time it is 5 points apiece. We've had frees from Roshan Connaughton, frees from Megan Dowdall, point from Niamh Keogh, and from Mealy as well. Everybody's kind of involved. It's been sweeper to sweeper, end-to-end stuff, but it's been a fantastic first half of Camogie here in Cusack Park, and we will be back with the second half very shortly. Please stay with us.
TEG, proud sponsors of TEG Cusack Park, serving aviation, biopharmaceuticals and medical industries across the globe. TEG has been to the fore in the fight against COVID-19 with our customers and partners. A local business employing local people. Visit teg.com/careers to learn more. Wishing all our GAA patrons a safe passage through the championship.
Seventh Coaches, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA Hurling Championships. Clark's Bar, wishing all teams the very best today. MJ Stone Building and Developments, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA.
Cusack Park pitch is 145 metres long. Imagine 3 of these bridge beams would make up the length of the pitch. Now transport 30 of them from Raharney to Kildare. A challenge overcome by a great team with the support of a great community. My name is Pat Barrett, Project Manager, Shamer to Precast.
Very welcome back here to TEG Cusack Park for the second half of the David Smyth Catering Senior A final, where at half time it is Raharney 5 points, Clonkill 5 points. We're just waiting on Clonkill to come back out for the second half. We see there is a half time change on the Raharney team anyway, and Aoife Doherty, the one who was just warming up before the break, is coming on, and potentially, I'm not sure if it's for Emma Hines, the number 9 for Raharney. We'll just get confirmation off the stadium announcer now. Can't see at the moment, but we'll get confirmation from the announcer hopefully at half time, but it does. So there is a change for Raharney. We're just waiting to see Paul Connaughton's out there giving instructions as Jim Bob Baker blows the whistle, looking for Clonkill to come back out for the second half, but we will get confirmation of that one. But a first half which was full of physicality, full of chances as well. Clonkill had 7 wides, Raharney had 2, and it was a tough one, I suppose, for Clonkill not to get a little bit more on the scoreboard, but Cueva, that save from Anna Weir from the penalty, combined with the wides, maybe Clonkill might have wanted a little bit more.
Excellent save. I think it's Cueva McAteer that's actually not on the pitch.
Okay, so full forward Cueva, yeah, looks like she is the one who is missing. She has 5-5 to her name this season, all from play as well, a lethal goal scorer. But to be fair to the likes of Ellen Flanagan and Anne-Marie O'Reilly, they've done a cracking job back there in the defence to keep Raharney down, and not just keep them down, they've restricted chances as well, because they've only had 2 wides for Raharney, and as myself and Cueva were chatting at half time, saying that Clonkill are the ones who've made more chances, have made the better scoring opportunities. And you can see Stephen Quinn in there with the forwards for Raharney at the moment, just having a word with them. Hans Mulvaney, they're all the Raharney mentors out on the pitch, giving sort of individual instructions and positional instructions, probably looking for a little bit more from their forward line. But we are waiting for Clonkill here.
It's a credit to the Clonkill, definitely full back line as well. Everything that there's been a few clean balls won, but everything has been broke down. But they're getting their frees in there, so they are working hard. But yeah, very interesting second half.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle. The only way to describe it in this second half for anyone joining us here on AirView TV.
It's definitely going to bring an extra set of legs and pace. So I think they might just be trying to break through that sweeper of Clonkill and get it into the cores and Roisin Compton for some goals. So
a change of pace, I have to say, around the middle. Aoife Doherty, and of course her other half Connor as well, not short of a bit of pace as well, of course. So there's plenty around there. But Jim Bob about to get things underway here once again. So it is Aoife Doherty on in place of Cueva McAteer at half time. So Cueva's final tally for the season will stay at 5-5. She was restricted entirely in that first half by the likes of Ellen and Anne-Marie as well. And Jim Bob just getting things underway. Players so eager to get in, they've moved well inside, encroached inside the 245-yard lines, with Jim Bob happy enough to throw the ball in and get things underway for the final 30 minutes of the senior season in Westmeath Camogie and the David Smyth Catering. And straight onto the ball is Aoife O'Malley. She had a good first half, gotten a lot of possession, but again it was those Clonkill defenders, and just to say that, it's Alana Coogan who gets straight in there, but Hannah Core is going to battle for possession over the far side up against Ellen Flanagan, and Ellen is the one who takes it in and tries to go straight through. Referee says play away. I think Ellen was probably trying to look for a foul there for a block, could have gone either way. Referee says play away. We've got our first ruck over the far side, when you really had 2 or 3 of them in the first half, to be fair, which was great, and they are very physical. All over the far side still hasn't really appeared from that. Jim Bob, as I said, is happy to let the ball come out.
Hannah Core is all over trying to get it up.
Hannah Core, of course, hard to mark her as well. Not the world's tallest player, but certainly one of the fastest that you'll ever meet. And Cueva's fouled, and that'll be an early free to Clonkill and a chance for them to clear their lines. And a fantastic second half in store here.
Delivery of the ball, because Raharney have 2 sitting back under 45. 3 police and Megan at the minute.
Megan is literally surrounded. It's the only way to describe it, if we could see it on
the across the centre. It's not working. They need to get it over that layer of the Raharney players on the 65.
And Amelia drops the shoulder, goes left, goes right, has a look up into the forward line. Anne-Marie O'Connor is there, Anne-Marie O'Reilly I should say is there. Manages to cut that one out. A couple of physical challenges going in, but Anne-Marie's not going to shirk out, but neither are Raharney, and it's Ella Mulvaney who knocks it across, the dual star, one of the many on show here today for both sides. And again a second ruck in this one. As I said, Megan has literally been double, triple marked on the far end of the field. Saoirse McGee, Lord Doherty in there, and of course there was help coming in from elsewhere as well.
Ball here.
Jim Bob throws the ball back in, and it's Maeve who Unbelievable play from Maeve Scally, as always from her, and Clonkill now managed to clear in their lines through Claire Dolan and through Claire Gaffney, and Claire looking across the pitch to 10, 11 and
actually take the ball in.
on to 12 here. Chloe Gallagher drives it across up as far as Becky Dunn, but Becky's turned over. Katie Coleman, to be fair, has had a fine game, hasn't been on the ball huge, but anything she has done has been absolutely perfect. It's Lucy Power now. Katie just gets a little shove off the ball there from Becky. Lucy has to look up, decides to try and drive it into the forward line, but back there is a mixture of a couple of Raharney defenders, and Aoife gets hold of it, drives it out. Great take there from Ellen Mulvaney. Ellen drives it long up into the forward line, but it's just over the head there of Roisin. A little bit of running repairs from the Raharney medics as well. Off the ball here, high hurl, and referee spotted that one. There was no missing that one, it was nearly across the head. Never mind, high challenge, and that's going to be a free out for Clonkill here as the whistle goes, and a chance for everyone to draw their breath. A frantic 3 minutes to open up proceedings here in the second half, as both sides know that title is on the line, the season's on the line for Raharney. A chance for 11 in a row for Clonkill, a chance to finally break the duck. Haven't been in the final against the Jarstown side every year since 2018.
Maeve needs to get this ball right down past that 45. There's space in front of Megan, or to the side of her.
So Maeve Scally now about to take the free with her own style of it. Drives the ball when it's at height and gets plenty of purchase on it. Drives it down the line. It's into one couple of bodies. Brilliant from Aoife O'Malley. She's not in the centre midfield for the county for no reason either, and that ball's gone across, and Hannah now first time has found a little bit of space, possibly pushing the back there. Hannah has a look at the target, chance for Raharney to take the lead. Looks good from her, and it's over the bar. Lovely score there from Hannah Cord, the Raharney number 21. She found a little bit of space and made the run and managed to knock that one over the bar, and Raharney now goes 6 points to 5 in the lead. A little bit of a push, I'd say, in the build up, but she got away with it.
Super tracking by Aoife O'Malley there, straight on the bounce, read the ball, read the break, down the line.
And it was the Westmeath midfielder, as Cueva said, who made the chance there. There's runner repairs going on down here in front of us. Not sure, is it one of the forwards? Is it Roisin possibly? Roisin Connaughton, I think. So it's Erin, yeah, it is Erin. And of course Erin had to come off at half time in the Senior B Ladies football final last week with the same sort of injury. She was having a cracking battle against Ava Balfe, but only lasted half time. Hannah Core now back in the middle this time, drives it in, and here is Erin. It's a brilliant take from Erin. Is that one going to drop short? A chance for Ella to get a hold of it, and Ella Murton does really well under pressure there from Roisin Connaughton. Manages to drive it long, but there is plenty of bodies out there. One of them is Aoife O'Malley, who seems to be everywhere in the first few minutes of this second half. Ball knocked down, now's a chance for Raharney. Chance for a shot, a goal. It's in the back of the net, it's a goal. A goal for Raharney. Almost coming out of nowhere, and I think it's Amelia Shaw, is it, who got that one? Was it Erin?
Yeah,
two girls came running out.
She's brilliant. Like they are just the play. Raharney have been so smart with where they're standing. They're cutting out any opportunity Clonkill have to run at them. Clearance there by Anna, straight to Aoife O'Malley. Aoife O'Malley played it in, into her hand, and Erin Core, low and hard, bounce into the net.
Brilliant goal from Erin Core there. It was low, it was hard, it was exactly what you need on a surface coming up to winter time as well. And that ball flew past Ella Mert into the back of the net, and Raharney, as expected, they did it last year, they do it most years when they're in a little bit of a battle like they are in this one. They come out fighting, and they've got 1-1 in the opening 5 minutes of the half, and it has put them now into a 1-6 to 5 points lead. And suddenly this game has taken on a different complexion, where those 7 Clonkill wides in the first half and that penalty miss are all looking a little bit more crucial than they were a few minutes ago, and their Raharney tempo is certainly up. You can sense it in the crowd among the subs, and that ball's gone over the sideline. Jimmy Greville has given the sideline ball here to Raharney, and there'll be a chance for them to puck it in. You can already see there is an eagerness to get things moving as quick as they can.
Raharney are picking up the pace, they're picking up the tempo, they're not going to let them hit.
And you can see Hans Mulvaney and Paura Connaughton, they know they're in a battle, but they're nearly in the battle at the moment. They're getting so far onto the pitch, but you can't. You can see the enthusiasm coming out here in the Blues. They know what's on the line, and a chance now for Roisin Connaughton to knock over a free, which should put 5 between the teams. 37 minutes gone. Roisin has a look. Has she got enough curl on that one? And indeed she has. Just sneaks inside the near post here, and that's going to be another point for Raharney. Puts them 1-7 to 5 points ahead, and it's been all Raharney in the second half.
Come out into the middle field now as well. They're leaving 2 people inside, and I think there she is going on a run.
There goes Hannah now driving the ball inside, and there's good movement here, it has to be said, from Roisin. Lovely layoff there and just spilled it at the last second. Ros Daly gets in there and Ros just kicks the ball out. Brilliant from Ros. Great hooking down though, and it was airing again, and that knee isn't going to last much longer. I'd say she's gone down again. She's hobbling, not sure if it's the knee or the hip possibly. I think Clonkill are going to get, they're going to get the advantage brought back here. But Erin Core is soldiering on, is the only way to describe it. She is basically playing on probably 1.5 legs at this stage. The knee is well strapped up in the last few minutes, and she went down there. But it has been Raharney 1-2 in the opening 7 minutes of the second half.
I'll be absolutely launching this in on top. She's well able to catch ball.
You can see the job if you can.
Like there's other threats in there for Hill, but the purchase is coming from. Well, in the first half it was from Megan. So.
And chance now for Megan to get on the ball here. She's surrounded by blue jerseys. Aoife Doherty, since she came on so far in her defensive role, has just been facing Megan, literally facing into her. That's all that Raharney have to do at the moment, is just try and keep Clonkill out. They've got good forwards, Megan and Niamh and Becca. And surely possibly foul, and Megan referee says no. Megan has a look at the target. That one is going to drift just to the left, and well, in fact it's been waved over. That one definitely went wide now. And Jim Bob is having a look here, but it is going to be given. Well,
Jimmy on this side doesn't seem to be looking at it. I thought that was wide.
Yeah, it was definitely a wide, but it has been given. So Clonkill have got themselves up to 6 points and back in their own defence here now. It's Alana who manages to get it as far as Maeve Gray, blocking down there. Brilliant from Ellen Shaw. And Ellen now manages to turn over, and Raharney are going to get the free there, certainly. There's 2 Clonkill players surrounding Aisling Doyle. Haven't mentioned her too much, but
Dolly is looking for that space, but they don't have time. Raharney have upped the ante when it comes to putting the pressure on.
And a chance now for Amelia, who's back outside the 65. It's a fair distance out. I think that last Clonkill point was definitely wide, but umpire in the near side gave it, and that's some strike from Amelia. If it's over the bar, you can tell from the reaction from the Clonkill keeper Ella Murta, tapping that one over the bar. Brilliant score there from Amelia Shaw, and their Raharney number 11 launches a free from outside the 65 and brings Raharney now up to 1-8, so 1-8 to 6 points. Free for Amelia, and the puck out, driven out there by Ella Murta into the middle of the field. Cueva Coogan is in there along with plenty of blue bodies, and one of them is Aoife Doherty. Aoife looking up the line here, can this one be kept in? Raharney do manage to keep it in, and to be fair to Roisin, she did really well there to keep that one in, but she's under all kinds of pressure there. It's been superb. Raharney defender, or Raharney sideline calling for a free. Hurl's been dug in all over the place, and Jim Bob decides before somebody gets killed, he better take the ball out and throw it in. Safer option, I think, in that case, is to stop it. Ball thrown in there as 2 players battle for it, and up now Ros Daly up against Amelia. And it is Anne-Marie again who manages to get out with that one, to be fair to her. Oh, throw ball. And Anne-Marie very disappointed with the call there, but Jim Bob was much closer to that, I think, than any of us were. Might be able to see it here on the replay beside us. Squeaver just having a look at it, but it's certainly going to be a free in. And Anne-Marie O'Reilly penalised there for a throw ball. What do you make of that one, Cueva, as you look at the replay?
It was a pop pass. I can't see it, but like you said, Jim Bob's closer than here. First mistake there by Roisin, but it's still dangerous.
It's still a dangerous ball in.
Coming out with it now. They need.
And that ball's gone over the head there of Hannah now. Is there chance for Chloe, and Chloe does a brilliant piece of skill there to pick that one up. Looked like it was flying away from her, but again, this is where Raharney have improved certainly since the first half. They've just got that middle third sorted at the moment, and again Jim Bob's going to have to throw it in. Raharney be happy, Cueva, just to have a stop start second half at the moment.
Well, like based on their frees and how they're going, they're just, I think they've locked down on Clonquill's game plan.
Here goes Becky Dunn now. Becky with her first real chance in the second half to run forward, drives it into the mix, looking for Niamh Keogh there now. Something on here. Niamh has Aoife O'Connor for company. Both number 2s for both sides have done superb so far, and Aoife O'Connor has done likewise, but I think there's going to be, is it a free back here? I'm not sure exactly what for. Was there a late hit possibly?
Very good defending there by Aoife O'Connor. Like, it's such a difficult one running in behind the player who's running onto the ball, but she stood her up. She didn't go straight in with a hand on the back or anything like that. She's doing very well in there.
So Jim Bob has indicated that it was a loose swipe after the ball was played there by Megan into the corner by Aoife Doherty, and there's going to be a chance now for Megan to reduce the deficit down. She's in close range. She surely fancied her chance with that one, and indeed she should. And it's another free for the Clonkill number 15, and still we are nip and tuck really. That goal though is crucial. It's 1-8, 7 points now. Puck out driven out by Anna Weir right up into the far 65, a huge puck out, has to be said, and considering there's no wind whatsoever to speak of, that's a massive puck out from her. And of course she was in the puck fada as well for Raharney and didn't do too bad at that. So Roz Daly now has a look up, brilliant ball across here as far as Chloe Galligan. Chloe has a look up, decides to take on a couple of players, one of them is Aoife, and Chloe strikes it. Does she strike it well? No, it's the first wide of the second half for Clonkill.
But like Clonkill are showing what they can do. Great win, pass out, find a runner in the space, and Chloe Galligan can strike one over the bar. So
we can see the potential, as Cueva said, from Clonkill, but it's just the final shot maybe just isn't going the right way for them. As Becky Dunn out there in the middle now, the corner forward fighting forward, and Ellen Flanagan the fullback who's pushed forward. Ellen takes possession now there's ground ahead of her, has a look up, decides to lay it off, just can't quite, I'm well used to hearing that from plenty of people shouting it at the underage as well. 2 hands on the hurl to get it up, but Cueva Coogan decided to try and go in with one, and just the ball just didn't come up for her, and the ball stuck in the middle of a couple of bodies here over the far side. Lucy Power is in there as well. Ellen Flanagan is looking to play more attack and roll, and Raharney are going to have the advantage. And look where Hannah Core is all the way back inside her on 45, and she wins the free. And that just sums up, I suppose, the core mentality really coming from the two of them.
They're up and down, they're everywhere.
So it is just the Clonkill shooting that is just letting them down. But the Raharney defence, even from the likes of number 21 on her back, Hannah Core, has been relentless so far. So Aoife O'Malley now will go back into her own 45 to drive this one along. Static enough at the moment from the Raharney forward, so once it comes in we'd expect a bit of movement from them. Up there is Ellen Shaw, but again it's great take, brilliant from Alana Coogan, and Alana lays it off to Maeve, and Maeve drives it long into the forwards, but Saoirse McGee is there just to mop things up.
Pressure on straight away, well done.
That's brilliant there from Niamh Keogh. Is there something in it here? Brilliant flick from Aoife O'Malley. Not taken in though fully by Raharney. They're still under a little bit of pressure. They've managed to clear it out near enough to the halfway line now, but it's taken in. Megan has got possession here, has the advantage of the free, has a look too. Claire Gaffney here, referee says play away. Now first chance for Claire Reid to put on that afterburner pace that she has, drives it into the forward. Here's Becky. Is that a fouler by Saoirse McGee? Referee says no. Two Raharney players looking the same ball, but Katie manages to take it out. Katie Coleman as far as Aoife Doherty. Met face to face there by Claire Gaffney. Jim Bob says play away, no free. Driven long, 50-50 battle once again. Roz goes in, it's a loss for her there for Ellen Mulvaney. Roz has a look up, it's going to be hooked if she doesn't do something, drives it in now. It's a great ball in. Anna Weir goes up and bats it out. Well done by the goalkeeper. And Lucy Power takes it up. Ball inside, chance for goal here. Is it too much out, but it's over the bar. It's a point. It's a vital point. It's a point for Niamh Keogh. That could have been a bit more, Cueva.
Roz Daly is starting to work that line now. She's starting to get onto the ball first. And like, do you see what I mean? When they run at them, there's pressure on. Yeah.
It's that point there from Niamh Keogh.
Play by Lucy Power as well to get in the corner and find that player in the square. Very nearly a goal.
And we are back to where we were last season. It's a one score game, 1-8 to 8 points.
Great take by Maeve.
Maeve does brilliant. Clever Maeve, because she realised she's been hooked a few times. Plays it up forward.
Aisling Doyle read that very well.
Great defending back there by Aisling. Has Lucy for company in there. That ball is just going to be kept in well by Ellen Mulvaney, though, has to be said, and throws it up in the air, but that's going to be Clonkill ball, definitely. Great pressure, yeah.
Claire Gaffney is working really, really hard. She may not be setting up a lot of play, but she's breaking it all down.
She's playing a completely different role, it has to be said, than what she plays normally, with that electric pace. And even with Milltown passing the football the last day in that county final, she was all over the place. But a different role she's been asked to play. Good sideline ball drilled across, battle between Emma Hines and Chloe Galligan here. Chloe wins that one, has a look up, tries to knock it long. Brilliant take. Aisling again, I think, is it? Aisling Doyle once again. She's been phenomenal so far. Aoife O'Malley now around the middle of the field looks up. Hannah, who's playing in the defensive role, happy just to try and play a different shift for a little while. Brilliant take in there. I'm not sure it's at Alana again. Alana, lovely ball. Cueva and Alana combining over here, back out to Roz. Roz decides to go route one. The crowd are getting a bit vocal here as well. You can sense with about 15 minutes of this contest, 15 minutes of the season left to go. Is there a break on here for Clonkill? It's Niamh who lays it off. What a flick. brilliant from Saoirse McGee.
Saoirse McGee, isn't she?
Unbelievable play from her. It's out here now as far as Cueva. Cueva picks up possession here, has a couple of Raharney players for company. Cueva does really well to get the flick. She's going to be taken out of it though, she doesn't get rid of it. She does well to Megan. Now what will Megan do? Will she have a look for goal? Will she have a look for a score? Decides to lay it back out here. It's out to Ciara Dolan, that is. Ciara drives it in long, but there's plenty of Raharney bodies there. And Pat O'Toole and those on the sideline for Clonkill just frustrated there.
She's to look up and find the right player. Great.
Brilliant crossfield ball. Great catch from Roz. Is there something in this? It's going to drop short. It's going to be a chance here for Clonkill. It's taken in by Niamh Keogh. Has a look at the target. It's blocked out by a couple of Raharney players. Brilliant again from Aoife O'Connor. She's been absolutely everywhere.
She stood her up straight away.
Is there still something in it for Clonkill? The Raharney bench going mad down in front of us, and they've managed to clear their lines and win the free out. What about Aoife O'Connor, Cueva?
Excellent. She just stood her up, and to be quite honest, I think Niamh Keogh nearly caught the ball behind her. She didn't know where she was. Pushed her out about 5 metres.
Unbelievable defender from their Raharney number 2 to keep the full
link
forward out.
By Clonkill at the minute, they're going hand to hand, and again Rose Daly running up the line is brilliant.
Maeve Scally now. Maeve taking a few extra yards there just to try and get it into space. Megan is up against the chase here. And I think the foul's going to be given against Megan. Here it is. It's going to be a free out. Aisling Doyle, the one I think who got hold of that. But we are into the last 12 minutes or so. This one, Raharney just sideline, just asking their players to try and push out as much as they can. But it's going to be a chance for them to calm down the play a little bit here. But Clonkill on the up.
Patch,
it's certainly been their purple patch, a good way of describing it. And they are playing through the hands, they said, through the likes of Roz and Maeve and Claire Gaffney, Bud Raharney, Aoife O'Connor in particular. Have to say Saoirse McGee as well, Aisling Doyle, they've been superb back there. It has been a game where defences in general have been on top, as Aoife drives this one long into the 45 area. Two hands. You can hear the future.
I go one hand all the time.
You can hear the future coach, and you're coming out. Ball thrown away, sure to be brought forward 15 yards. Jim Bob indeed will bring it forward here,
I'll be getting Megan right in there.
So needless.
Megan's going to put over for her.
Will Megan pop it over? Yeah, Maeve is going to knock it down. Needless to send from Raharney.
Over, like, there's still 10 minutes left to play, and there's been 2 goals in there in the last 10 minutes for Clonkill. But Raharney are still, they've upped the tempo. The pressure is still on.
That sounded like a future Westmeath manager coming out near there a minute ago. I can sense that Barry O'Mara's job already under pressure, and he's not even had a game yet as Megan drives it in long. It's some effort. It's in the good back of there. It's a goal. No, it's not. Oh, it's a point. We're all getting very excited there for a minute, including the bench. I think even the bench and everyone thought it went in for a second there. So that free there from Megan.
It's still an excellent score. It's no distance. Herself and Amelia are well able to put them over from that 6-5.
So Clonkill now up to 9 points. Raharney 1-8. It's 9 scores each, but that goal from Aaron going to be absolutely vital. Unbelievable catch. Ellen Shaw, player of the match last season's final as well. Having a look at the target here, and a crunching tackle there by Maeve Scally. I don't think Maeve, to be fair, meant anything.
She was trying to block out that hand pass over the head, but she did take Ellen with her.
So I think it's going to be the first yellow card of the outing here, possibly for Maeve Scally for the foul there on Ellen Shaw. As you said, I don't think Ellen meant anything by it. She put the hand up knowing that the pass was coming, trying to block it. But it is going to be a free in and a chance for Raharney to get their first score in, where are we, about 11 minutes or so for them.
Is it 11 minutes? Yeah.
It's been 11 minutes since Raharney last scored, and it was a free by Amelia as well. The first 4 of the half went to Raharney. The last 3 have gone to Clonkill. And this is a chance now for Amelia to again put 1 goal between it. It looks at the moment like we're going to have a repeat of last year where it's 1 goal in it, but that one has gone to the right and wide. And a substitution coming up here now for Raharney. It looks like it's Christabella who's going to come on. Indeed it is Christabella Tomasinaita. Oh, it's a great fun pronouncing her name and spelling it for the newspapers as well when it comes up. I've learned to spell it off by heart over the years. But Christabella is going to come on in place of, is it Becky possibly? Yeah. So 52 minutes, 8 minutes left on the clock. And Clonkill throwing on one of their regular starters in Christabella, in the hope of finding something from it. But Amelia, brilliant from her to read the fact there were so many bodies. She just waited for the ball to come out, and is that over the bar? It's sliced off the right and wide. It's another wide for Raharney. 2 for them in the second half. They had 2 in the entire first half. And we are into the last 8 minutes here. It's still Raharney 1-8, Clonkill 9 points. Where is the Matrix Cup going for the last time? Is it going to Raharney for 11 times in a row? Or will Clonkill make a change? And I think the referee is going to just call a halt here, because there was a bit of a hefty clash there between a couple of players. The medics called on for both sides, it looks like. So we will have...
I think Clonkill were in possession of that ball. It'll surely be an indirect in.
It should be, yeah. So Jacinta Gunnery and Olivia coming on there. Coming on as the two medics for both sides. But as I said, the second half has been sort of purple patches for both sides. Raharney came out of the blocks flying, got a score from Hannah early on, got a goal then from Aaron, and got frees as well from Roisin and from Amelia, and that was in around 39 minutes. It all came in less than 10 minutes at the start of the second half, which is where Raharney tend to find a lot of their scores, of course, through the season. And since then, though, it's been a lot of Clonkill possession, a lot of Clonkill through the hands, a lot of strong work, and they've got scores, 2 frees coming from Megan, and a lovely score coming from Niamh Keogh as well. 8 minutes left. It's a hard one to call. It's impossible to call, I would say, even early.
It's a hard one to call now. Like, the goal chances are there for Clonkill, but like the defending isn't so good from Raharney. I don't know. It could be a thing of luck at the end here. Who knows? But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. It's kind of Raharney definitely came out of the blocks at half time with like a complete up in pace. But then Clonkill have matched it. I think they took them about 5 minutes that they conceded the goal to really realise, right, we need to up again.
You could tell the management on the sideline were absolutely screaming their heads off for that first 10 minutes of the second half. They knew that was the patch where they were going to try and find their scores to maybe kill off whatever Clonkill could offer. But Clonkill have stuck with it, even with that concession of 1-2. And they've got 3 points in reply as that free is drilled across the pitch there from May Scally and Christabella getting into it for the first time. But Katie Coleman, who's been an assured presence back there, doing really, really well to get hold of it. That could be considered steps or a charge there from Aoife Doherty. Referee says neither and play away.
Well, now she did get pace from the. Just when Maeve Scally, I know she's trying to find that space in front of the players. I think they need to lump it into the danger zone, because that's where the threats are happening in there.
So route 1 is Cueva's call with less than 7 minutes for 6 minutes plus injury time, and to be fair, there probably isn't going to be a massive amount of that either. A couple of stoppages for a little bit of injury, as Sean Weir Hall is the one who's warmed up and has the bib off around her. Brilliant from Christabella here.
Play with Cueva Coogan is moving an awful lot. She's kind of she's everywhere now. Can Megan get on this? No, excellent by Laura Doherty there.
That battle has been
great pace.
Great from the off. Ellen has moved up forward here, as well. So Ellen Flanagan, full back for Clonkill, has joined in the attack here as the last 5 minutes of this.
I think she followed Hannah Core out.
All the way out, yeah. There's it looks like is it Sean Weir Hall? Yeah, it is. Sean Weir Hall is the one who's going to come on here for Raharney in the next break of play. And it's just a case now of, can Clonkill find those couple of scores to get them back into it, or will Raharney hold out? Throw in here for Jim Bob to take.
Great take.
And it's taken in by Megan now. She's managed for the first time this half to get through the bodies. What can she do here? She's soloing the whole way through. She's met by 3 or 4 different players. What a save at the near post. Brilliant from Anna Weir. Once again, a fantastic save from the county goalkeeper. No surprise, you would say, from the county keeper herself, because she is that good at shot stopping, as Cueva said in the first half. But it's the first time we've seen Megan in the second half, Cueva, get a bit of space.
Well, just because you're not seeing her doesn't mean she's not a threat. It takes her just one touch and she's gone. Great tracking there by Aoife Doherty, and I think there was an awful lot of pressure on that shot, and Anna did well on her near post.
In fact, it's not a White's been given the advantage for the foul originally on Megan was given, and Megan has tapped that one over. So she used the advantage, takes her free, and it is a 1-point game here in TEG Cusack Park. We are down to the final 4 minutes. It was an easy free from the 21 as Raharney bring on Sean Weir Hall.
Sean's got excellent pace as well. She's come on for, I think, Emma Hines.
She's come on for Emma in the middle, yeah, that's right. And Sean, another dual player, of course, as well, with the football side. Brilliant there from Cueva Coogan. Cueva drives it in.
It's not in there, though.
And it looks like it's just going to drift off. It's not going to go wide, though. And Anna has to do something with it. Anna's under all kinds of pressure here.
There was excellent pressure on there, wow.
Now Lucy Power is out there, and Anna Weir, the goalkeeper's out with the goal. Saoirse McGee's come back in the lines. There's something in it here for Lucy. Is there an equaliser for Clonkill? Will they be able to force extra time? Megan now has a look at the target. She's under all kinds of pressure. Lays it off. Plays the 1-2, it's a fine 1-2 and has loads of players free inside. One of them is Coogan. Can Coogan level it? No, it's to the left and wide. Oh, the chance. It was great hands there from...
The best, play there from Smyth tracking it on the ball way out to the corner. The pressure's on. It's Raharney's to lose. They need to get some leaders going here now.
Clonkill's second wide of the half. It brings them up to 9 in total after 7 in that first half, of course. And the pressure's on here.
Galley there again. Surely a free, no?
Claire Gaffney, no, deemed not to have been fouled by the referee. I think she lost the footing first, but Maeve is fouled and that's going to be a free now. Is there something on here? It's just on halfway. It is certainly.
Maeve's going quick with it. Straight to Megan.
Goes for Megan now. Megan is through. She's managed to spin Laura Doherty. Assist 11 score for Clonkill. She has a look. It's over the bar. We are level. And the Clonkill bench go wild. The supporters are wild. They realise there's something on here.
I take back what I said about just launching it into the danger zone. Maeve Scally can find the player there.
And the future Westmeath manager, Caoimhe McCrossan, has admitted that she was wrong. The headlines for the paper tomorrow morning, but that was brilliant from Maeve. It has to be said. Doesn't happen too often, and that's a push in the back. Deems Jim Bob. And is there a chance here for Raharney now? It's Amelia who's bang on halfway.
Had an excellent one, and it was about 5 metres closer there already this half. So this could be.
So Megan has brought us level. This is massive. The clock ticks on to 58 minutes. There's 2 minutes plus a small bit of stoppage time left. Amelia, long way out from the goal. It's going to drop short. What's going to happen here? Hurls it over the place. Ball's clear. Brilliant take there. Not sure is that Anne-Marie again. It is Anne-Marie once again.
I have to say the number 2.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Apologies there for Queen, but never mind. We play on. The ball's driven up the far end of the field. Here goes Megan now. She's got space again. Is there a winner here for somebody? Megan goes forward. Has support from Lucy Power. Decides to lay it off to Lucy. Lucy is met by a couple of Raharney bodies. It's back out to Megan. Is this the chance? It's drilled. It's over. It's over the bar. And what a breakout. And Clonkill have taken the lead.
Anne-Marie Daly, or O'Reilly, saving it on the line, working it out.
And it was Anne-Marie who saved it on the line as the call for additional time comes in here from the referee. It is Clonkill who've turned this around. It is 12 points to 1-8, and Coogan gets it once again. Raharney have put the hurls in. They've been phenomenal, the Jarlathtown side. They're well used to winning, and here they go again. It's Hannah Core. What a finish they're going to have to this one. Hannah looks up at the target. She has to do something with it. Over the far side, a chance for a goal. Something on. No, what a block down. I think that was Chloe Gallagher who got back there in the end. An unbelievable bit of defending here. And it is Raharney who took the lead with that score, but or Clonkill who took the lead with that score, but Raharney now.
Huge free now. It is right in front of me, and I'd say maybe.
I'm not sure. I think it was Chloe Gallagher maybe who.
I don't know who got back, but excellent. They swarmed. Considering she was on her own on the far side, they swarmed her very, very quick.
It's looking to see who the Raharney replacement is. Becca Croce.
It was Anne-Marie again.
It was her.
Yeah. If she came across, there was
Chloe was in there as well, I think, with her.
Yeah, Dolan were there as well, and Aisling Egerton, but she got the block.
And it is Becca Croce who's come on here for Clonkill, but nobody has gone off the field yet, so we're just looking to see. Just waiting to see who it is who's coming off here.
Chloe Gallagher, is it?
Well, Chloe Gallagher has absolutely given her all here. We are into stoppage time. I'm not sure how long there is going to be. It hasn't been indicated just yet. But Amelia now has a chance from the 45 to level matters here. She's been fairly good. There is going to be 3 minutes of injury time. I can see named here. Is that over from Amelia? It is. And we are level once again. Absolutely brilliant from Amelia.
This puck out is going to be closer.
And that is 3 minutes of additional time going to be added on as Raharney have level once again. And it's a fine one, and it's taken straight to the hands there of Ciara Dolan. Brilliant movement
there by Aoife O'Malley, held her up.
Ciara drives it long now. It's going to be straight in. It's brilliant from Saoirse McGee once again. That full back position, she has made her own today up to Erin. Now what can Erin do? Just for the first time, maybe Aisling Egerton isn't quite touch tight with her. Up to Roisin. Roisin though can't get hold of it. Anne-Marie O'Reilly gets it once again. Anne-Marie under all kinds of pressure though. Here comes Hannah in for the tackle as well, and Anne-Marie's won a free.
Did well there now.
Are we had it for extra time? The crowd seems to have grown massively here since even the first 5 minutes of the game. The Clonkill bench are up. The Raharney bench are wondering, is there Matrix Cup coming back to them once again?
O'Malley, or who's it? Laura Doherty and Aoife Doherty are both on Megan at the minute. They're tracking her everywhere. I think they know where the threat is.
And the ball now all over the place down there, but Shan will hold it really well.
Lays it off to Amelia. Amelia shrugs off the tackle there of Cueva
Well
Coogan.
done,
Brilliant from Lucy Power. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Megan's back there as well and drives it
Needs to
long.
get in front, Becky Coach.
Has Niamh Keogh got a bit of pace? Here comes Niamh into the mix. Aisling Doyle does really well though, just to hold her off. And in fact, the tug of the jersey back there. And Raharney are going to be the ones to have a free on halfway. Or back on their own 65, I should say. I thought for Jim Bob was indicating it from. It was going to be from up there. Aoife O'Malley's going to take this free. We have 60 seconds left of the 2025 Senior A final. It is level pegging here. Are we on for extra time? Maybe not. Here go Raharney once again. Drilled in. Is there something in it? That ball's going to go short. Roisin has it. Drills it across. Oh, and it's gone wide. It's just gone wide of the target.
Nearly, so very nearly. Great catch there by Ellen Shaw. Straight in to the danger zone. Very lucky.
It was Roisin who went up.
Nearly broke, yeah.
It went just wide. She went up against Ella Murta for it and it went just wide. This puck out, absolutely crucial. It's drilled forward and Ellen, well, it's not, it's Aoife actually, goes in there. Aoife Doherty. Flick forward, it's only as far as Amelia. Is she the one to win it? Lays it off. It's Aoife Doherty up there.
Oh, well done.
And a loose hurl there, definitely on Alana Coogan.
Yeah.
And Maeve Scally now going to take the free. We have 20 seconds left of the David Smith Catering Senior A final here on AirV TV. It's 1-9 to Raharney. It's 12 points to Clonkill. Is the 11 in a row still on for Raharney? Are Clonkill going to turn the tide in their favour? Ball is drilled long down the sideline and it's going to go over the sideline. Katie Coleman did well to cut it out, to be fair, but there's nothing she could do about keeping it in.
Clonkill need to show a bit of composure here now. Just, well, they have possession in the last 10 minutes.
And their version of composure is to take a quick sideline looking for Christabella, and it doesn't work out, and Amelia gets all the way back here. Time is up. The next time the ball's out of play surely will be a brilliant take from Aisling Egerton back there. She's under all kinds of pressure from Aaron. Decides to drive it long. Now, this is the space. Megan has it. What can she do? Aisling Doyle for company.
Oh,
great defender from Aisling Doyle and by Laura Doherty. The two of them are in there and they've managed to get it. Megan's still fighting for it. It's anyone's ball in there. Comes out to Coogan. Coogan back to Christabella. She the one to win it. Two pushes off the ball. It's off inside. Lucy Power. It's there. It's over the bar. Lucy Power has won it, surely. We are well over time. We're into the fourth minute. Has Lucy Power won the Matrix Cup for Clonkill?
Aisling Egerton found the space in front of Megan Dowdle.
It's all over. They've won it. The tide has been turned. And for the first time since they came up from junior into the senior ranks, Clonkill have stopped Raharney from winning the Matrix Cup for 11 in a row. It's Lucy Power in the 4th minute of stoppage time. Last week she wasn't even meant to be playing with a broken wrist, and she is here. Cueva, she is the match winner.
Oh my God, like I'm actually, my heart is pounding. It's nearly a little bit emotional. Like I haven't been in one since 2014. Like I'm devastated for Raharney. My God, they're not by any means done. Like they're such an amazing outfit, but you can't help but feel for Clonkill after so many years of heartbreak. Like they worked to the last minute to get that.
Absolutely.
Wow, excellent.
Unbelievable scenes here in TEG Cusack Park. They were, it has to be said by many, written off given the fact that Raharney had scored almost double to what they had the whole way through the season. Raharney going for 11 in a row, a mixture of youth and experience, and they were the top dogs coming into it. But on a final, as Cueva said way back in the first half, you never know what's going to happen and how things will turn out. And somehow, despite a strong Raharney start in that second half where they got 1-2 in quick succession without reply and took a 4-point lead, Clonkill have somehow managed to fight back and take victory from the jaws of defeat.
I said it there, like I nearly feel bad for saying it's like it's Raharney's to defend now. Like you can't write Clonkill off. That was unbelievable. But again, you kind of saw specks in the first half, the second half. Clonkill finding that player and playing the ball around and not panicking. And their last score was like testament to that. They played it round, found the player in the best position, and bang over the bar.
An unbelievable showing from both sides here. What about player of the match? Who would you go for?
Like, I thought Anne-Marie O'Reilly was absolutely excellent in cornerback. Like, but I have to say, like, Megan Dowdle again scored how much for them?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of it all, but the majority.
I have to say, I think Anne-Marie O'Reilly was absolutely excellent.
Yeah, Anne-Marie, I think is going to be our player of the match here on AirV TV. We'll have the presentation, of course, now in a minute with Karen Goldrick, our chairperson as well.
To be honest, I think any of them would be happy.
Yeah, but a word for Raharney as well. They may have been beaten today, but they have certainly been the team who have set the standard in Camogie and Westmeath for the last 11 years, probably, and even a little bit more. And of course, the Gales, your team, were trendsetters for a long time as well.
We were the last to win it before Raharney. Like, but yeah, honest to God, like they've been even outside of Westmeath, they've represented us the whole way up to All Ireland level and won them. So, like, that's one game that they've lost in out of what, they've won 10 out of 11. Like, I'm sure they'll be back next year.
If you take it as, say, maybe 4 or 5 games a season, it's maybe 49 wins out of 50.
Exactly,
so
exactly. Like,
it's Ballymacarbery down in Waterford ladies football type standards of victory where they just go forever unbeaten. But we have to give a word to Raharney. The reason that we have such great finals in Westmeath is for the likes of the Gales and Clonkill and Raharney and Castletown and Drumraney and Munnis and all these top teams who've put on such great showings over the last number of years. But today, it has to be said, belongs to Clonkill, and the Lochagar side are going to be taking the last ever Matrix Cup back to the school and the parish hall and everything else out in Lochagar. But it's a fantastic achievement for them and a fantastic achievement for the whole involved in that club.
I'd say Ellen Tate is going to be one happy lady this evening.
Ellen Tate, of course, who missed out on this one, of course, having meant to have been in goals. But she will certainly celebrate along with everybody else in Clonkill. But from myself, Jason Keelan, and from Queef McCrossan here in TEG Cusack Park, the David Smyth Catering Senior A final, the last ever Matrix Cup, goes the way of Clonkill in an absolutely sensational finish. The 4th minute of stoppage time, Lucy Power is your match winner, and Clonkill will celebrate long into the night. So from myself and Cueva and from everyone on IRV TV, it's Slánagí Live, and we'll talk to you again soon.
TEG, proud sponsors of TEG Cusack Park, serving aviation, biopharmaceuticals and medical industries across the globe. TEG has been to the fore in the fight against COVID-19 with our customers and partners. A local business employing local people. Visit teg.com/careers to learn more. Wishing all our GAA patrons a safe passage through the championship.
Seventh Coaches, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA Hurling Championships. Clark's Bar, wishing all teams the very best today. MJ Stone Building and Developments, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA.
Cusack Park pitch is 145 metres long. Imagine 3 of these bridge beams would make up the length of the pitch. Now transport 30 of them from Raharney to Kildare. A challenge overcome by a great team with the support of a great community. My name is Pat Barrett, Project Manager, Shemarta Precast.